Okay, welcome to video number one of my YouTube channel. I'm obviously in my vlogging era, and the camera, in partnership with my fiance, we've selected is the DJI OSMO ACTION Pro. Picked this up this evening in Doha, where we currently are. So I'll just run you through a few of the specifications, and full disclosure, this is all new to me, so forgive me if any of my sort of technical knowledge is slightly untoward. So we've gone for this as it was a pretty good package. It comes, from the front you can see it has an extension rod, 3 batteries, and a battery case also. And listed on the back, which comes in the box, which we'll go through shortly, is the camera itself, a protective frame, the 3 batteries as I've mentioned. It's got a curved adhesive base, 2 mounts, a battery case, an extension rod, and some screws and a cable really. Camera itself, per battery, it affords 4 hours of runtime, which I think is quite cool. So times that by 3, and you've got 12 hours of recording. I'm connected to this my iPhone at the moment with a wireless microphone, and again you can connect it to this, and I'll talk through that one shortly. And again, it's got a HDR OLED screen, stabilization. It's got the center and track, and apparently it's revolutionary imaging performance. So, okay, that's the action camera we've gone for. It's the DJI OSMO ACTION 5 Pro. Let's get into it. So let's have a look here. The cellophane's already been taken off. So you open the box itself, and you're met with 2 boxes. One says accessories, and one says OSMO ACTION 5 Pro. So we'll go through accessories first. So what do we have here? So this is my first time seeing this as well, so bear with me. Okay, so this looks like a mount. Yeah, this is the mount. I believe this connects to the extension rod. Power cable, USB-C to USB-C. We have a sticker, and this looks like the user manual, which is, and I won't bore you with this, but yes, a couple of stickers and the user manual. And what do we have here? Cannot get this out. And this looks to be the batteries, which is, so you've got 3 batteries, all 1950 milliamp hours each, and it seems to be a charging case also. So this is where you'll charge the batteries, and again that's USB-C. Quite handy. So that's everything that's in the accessories case. And again, you've got a small card here with a QR code to activate your warranty. In the other case then, this here, you have the protective case, and this is where you'll find the second mount. I believe this will be the curved mount, which is with sort of an adhesive backing, I guess, to stick on. Well, it's obvious what this is for. It's for sort of mounting to helmets or any sort of curved surface. The frame cover, sorry, quite robust. It's actually really well made, to be honest. No flex inside this whatsoever. Well, there is a slight bit if you press quite hard, but quite impressed with that actually. and then the locking screws for the two mounts, the flat mount and the curved mount. And again, they're identical to each other. In fact, I'm not going to do the camera now. And then the rest of the box is the 1.5 meter extendable rod. Let's get this bad one out here. Okay, so it's quite cool. It's got a nice textured handle. So this will be handy if you're using it in hotter climates where your palms might be quite sweaty, which I will definitely be doing in the future. This comes off, and again, I'm assuming you just twist it to extend it. You pull it. Okay, that pulls out to 1.5 meters. And again, I can't film all of that right now because I'm filming on my iPhone, but or you can use your imagination to figure out what 1.5 meters is. And again, the camera will connect via this sort of system here. And then it's locked into place with the locking screw, just like so. What we'll say is I'm actually quite surprised. So I've done a lot of research prior to buying this, and I've looked at Insta360, I've looked at GoPro, and this is actually the first time this evening which I saw a DJI, and I'm actually very impressed with the quality of the product. So I paid for this, it was, it was like 2,100 Real, Qatari Real, which equates to roughly like £443. I'll get back to you on the other currencies, but for the quality, it's actually very good. I'm actually impressed. Okay, so that's everything in the accessories and the camera itself. And as you expect, it's quite small, being an action camera. And the reason why I went for this sort of shape opposed to the Insta360 sort of rectangle one is because one, it's just easier to hide or easier to sort of hold in your hand, and I plan on using this on my bike as well. And I think this affords a lot better, a better ability to sort of record than a longer sort of rectangle one like the Insta360. So yeah, this comes off a nice wide lens, and I'll be honest, I'm not fully coherent with the technical sort of abilities of this camera. This is my first time actually owning one, so yeah, you'll be learning with me, I guess. But the camera itself is very nice, very cute. I haven't got particularly big hands, that fits inside my hand. And yeah, at the base of the camera itself, you have the slot for an SD card, which is this is where it mounts. Sorry, this is where the mount connects. It's magnetic, actually, as I've just found out. Oh shoot, that's quite cool. Okay, so it's a magnetic and a clip, so you've got like a two-stage security system, if you want to call it that. Here, and then to release, you just press in and it comes off, which is actually very good. And then to open up this here, you just obviously press in. It opens up the SD card here. The SD card we've gone for is the ScanX Ultra, so we've got 512 gigabytes of data here, and again that will fit into this slot just here. And I believe there's a certain amount of data storage freely available inside this computer. Inside this camera. I think it's like 52 gigabytes maybe. I could be wrong. But anyway, that's the camera. The battery goes inside there, and being this is my first vlog, my first sort of insight into an action camera, the camera we've gone for is just a cheap and cheerful green Lion solo wireless microphone. And again, it's quite simple. It's just attached to the base of my iPhone and connects wirelessly. Yeah, so that's it. So I think For the price, I'll be honest, initially I thought this is quite expensive. However, having unboxed this now and felt the quality of the components, especially the 1.5 meter rod, the case, the battery case is very well made, and the camera itself, I'd actually suggest that this does warrant quite a high price point. It's very well made, very well put together, and if anything, the magnetic and I don't know how you describe this, but the clips themselves are very well made. So yeah, okay. Okay, so I've now powered it up with a battery, and you can see here the OLED screen, which is super bright actually on the front and the back, and what you see on the back is what you see on the front. So this is my first time actually powering this up, so you'll go through this with me. So again, you select your language, and again there's I thought there'd be more languages than this, to be honest, but it's English. So you do this. So scan the QR code to download the DJI Minimo and connect the camera to the unit to activate. So I need to activate this later on, which I will. Reset date and time, confirm. So today's date is the 25th. American time, so it's American days, so it'll be 25th there. 25th of the 4th, 25, and it's touchscreen, and like I say, it's replicated on the front. No, so this is giving you your battery life, so I've got 2 hours and 58 minutes left, which is quite good. Time is 21, 9. Put it 9:50. I'm sort of hoping you can turn this clicking off. 9:50 p.m. Yeah, I'll set that up later. And then you're met with this screen here, which is the quick start guide. So I'll select this. So shutter record button, press once to take photos or record, press and hold to enable snapshot when the camera is powered off. So I'm assuming that the snapshot would be a photo, and you press it once when it's on to start recording. That's kind of handy. Okay, so this is the screen itself. As you can see here, I've got 2 hours and 58 minutes of battery life, and that is displayed with just a quarter of the battery here. Okay, so swipe left or right to change shooting mode, a photo, a video, super night, subject tracking, okay, and what else do we have? Slow motion and time lapse. So if we just go to video for now, tap and hold the bottom for the digital zoom. So there is 1 through 2 times digital zoom on this, which I don't think you're going to be too worried about if you're filming, which is quite good. And what I like about this is it's actually setting it up for you step by step, which is kind of handy. Okay, it was actually just stopped now. This here we have the stabilization, suitable for scenario. Okay, cool. So I guess the stabilization would be for daily vlogging. So if you're just walking around, you have sport. I'm going to say that this is for if it's on a bike or you're doing any sort of extreme sport with the camera. So I'll keep it on daily. Image adjustment, default, custom or confirm. Custom, you can choose the texture or noise. Okay, I'm going to keep it on default. Perfect. It's quite intuitive. It's very simple to figure out which each icon annotates. Again, if you tap the battery gives you in percentage. So 3 hours, give or take, is 45%. And then over on the left here, we have the battery life in hours and minutes. We have your files which you may have on the camera, which I have currently 0. And then you have the recording mode, which is quite cool. And as you can see myself here, the front of the camera, which is quite cool. To give you a sort of idea of the quality of the camera, you cannot see me. Turn it back around, and then let's start a video. So as it said there, you tap and hold this one time. Swipe down to set the length of time before the screen stops. So let's go for 5 minutes, seems a reasonable amount of time. Okay, cool. So this is now recording. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see me. Okay, so if you're filming yourself from the front, this is what you'll see, and you can see yourself in the camera, I believe. Okay, so the front screen is also touchscreen. Swipe to unlock screen, and you can change different features here, I believe. Again, this is my first time ever using this camera. Okay, and then to stop, again, you simply press this button on the top here. Okay, it's pretty handy. Yeah, and then I assume that if I go back to here, that'll be my saved files. Unmute. Let's see if we can okay, there's me, guys. You can. This is who's talking. So if you're filming yourself, okay, and this button is like a stamp, I guess, a timestamp. And then top left is, that'll take you back to your content already stored on the device. Okay, so that is the camera. I'll switch it off now. And I'm going to say that you long hold the top button. High water pressure button is disabled automatically. Oh, sorry. So this is the on-off button. Turn it off. You hold this down. And it's switched off, and I'll need to set that up later with the QR code. But in terms of the picture quality, the camera quality, again, this is my first ever sort of action camera. I'm going to say it's good. I haven't got any sort of negative initial thoughts about it. I'm actually quite impressed, and I'm not just saying that because I've just blown the best part of £500 on it. The quality is phenomenal, and this is how it fits inside the case. And again, you've still got access here to the power on and off, the record, the mounting point, and the battery pack also is on the other side. So you'll have to take the case off to change the battery. And then to attach it to the stick itself, again, it's I'm going to say this is very simple, but this is my first time to do it. Turn it around. Okay, and that's locked in. And you now have an adjustable yeah, sorry. So that is that. I will test the quality of the camera shortly, and that will be uploaded with this camera itself. Okay, so I've waffled on for the best part of 10 minutes here now. The camera itself, okay, is good. I haven't got any sort of negative thoughts. I'd say the only thing that annoyed me would be the noise of the clicker. But again, that's personal preference, and I'll turn that off in due course. Very well made, very robust. This is my first experience of an action camera, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. But if this is the sort of the base standard of what they should be, then I'm very impressed. Packaging is very aesthetic, very Apple-esque, if that's the correct word. Very sleek, very very nice packaging. All in all, quite a nice experience actually. And yeah, the next video you'll see will be me filming myself with this camera. So yeah, thank you.